Cold hard as a lie. Alright. Find me up in Newport. Check it out. What I'm gonna do on this one is I'm gonna explain like it's like about the L2 again, because it's a bad boy. And like just some, check it out. Something I put together. Just throw it together. Oh yeah, it was about the mix bus. Y'all gonna have to ride with me. It's like being in the studio with me. It's like, for one thing, if you're gonna listen to my stuff, you're gonna have to kind of get used to the way I talk and the way I am, my personality, because I really don't like being so like teacher. I'm trying to be so correct. If you can't understand what I'm saying, I'm sorry. Try and understand it if you can. I'm sorry, you know. But this the point of it. We're going to talk about the mix bus and why I use multiple maximizers. Let's play the track. And we're going to go over to the L2 first. We're going to let y'all hear what they's doing on this little mix bus thing. Without it. Jones lost all the punch. Now I want you to pay attention to how that the stay level gives it a certain something, and that Rough Rider gives it a certain something. Rough Rider is awesome. I don't really give it the explaining and the talking about like I do some other stuff, but I use it all the time, specifically on drums. And these two work beautifully together. I wish Rough Rider had a more vintage look. For all the rack extension makers, in case you ever watch one of my videos, let me say, go vintage look. The futuristic look looks cool like this does, but the vintage look always looks better. And Regions is set up on a vintage look, or 1980s studio, 70s studio, whatever. So the older the piece of equipment looks, the better it is. I'm quicker to buy. That's why I love Ubix. They all look old, and like the Epplebird, whatever it is. But like the older ones, like this L2 look, it's just beautiful. Specifically the soft tube compressor. Alright, but it does this thing so heavily. And when you use that L2 and then run it into this compressor, now you're getting what you want. You're getting level punch levelness instead of just punchiness from a compressor, because that Rough Rider is good to give you that punch, and that level is good for the leveler. Common sense here. Take that out. See how it's like, to me it's sitting up, and then it start kind of punching you more. So that's the definition of that to me. That's what that was about. Alright, so we through with that. Now we're gonna actually play around on this. I'm gonna get it sounding nice to me. My bag on that. This A and B. No way over, so let me pull that back. So, kind of see what I was doing there. Like, mixing with cold hard. That's what it's about. Like, y'all seeing me actually work and what the results become. But I don't really do this. What I just did right here, I do this on the print track after I print it. Then I'll mess around with my master bus. Typically, I try to keep it really low before I print it. Like hit maybe maxing out at -3. I meant to say dB. Then it's that way when I get ready to do all this, I got room. Never boosted nothing over 3 dB. So common sense there, and I'm never hitting the 0 dB mark until I'm ready to kind of push it there, and then I'll actually tip out sometimes at a +3. Actually, I mean, I know they might say don't, but if you look at this board and if you listen yourself, come on, it sounds, man, that's when it's at. That's it. When it hits the red and goes over a little bit in this program, to me, it's something serious. So Studio 1, 2, version 2, the same thing. It's like when it hits that red, it's on. And so I feel like you don't want to clip throughout your whole production. Keep it low, but when you get ready to put it out, it's cool to be a little hot. And actually do one both ways and listen to it. And if it sounds better hot, it may be a little crunchy, a little more distorted, but if it sounds better hot, send it out hot. I mean, when you get ready to send it out to a mixer or a masterer, then of course at that point is when you want to send out the one that's below, or -3 below. And so that's kind of like the typical rule right there. Because I listen to it, I listen to the low one sometime, and then I listen to something else behind it, and my stuff just sucks. And maybe you may say my stuff sucks because of it does to you, but to me it's like, wow, that's such a difference in level. So, because I mix for clients, and I always give my clients that hot mix, and they never want the soft mix, never. So, no, even like, I'm talking about like gospel mixes even, because I do some gospel mixes, and they still want the hot mix, even when I let them listen to it. And I think the soft mix sounds better for certain genres, but people are used to listening to stuff loud now. Everybody's level is raised up, so you got to send it out hot, but you don't want to send it out crackling. But don't be ashamed to push it up to 3 positive. It's me. Hey, correct me. Badger me on the comments if I'm wrong, please. Help me out. Help me. And cold heart is alive.